Alright guys, I'm back for the news, and got a lot to go over today, especially with the layoffs at Microsoft. I'll get into that at some point here too. The rumored PlayStation 5 Slim with detachable disk drive is not more powerful, report. A new report states that this won't be an upgraded system over the current one. So, yeah, expect practically the same thing as this. Not gonna have probably any much power difference between the current ones that they're on the market. I guess they just want to separate the disk drive from the console to make it cheaper, and if you want to get the disk drive later for it, that's the only thing I can see why they did that. But Sony launched new PlayStation 5 with a detachable disk drive. Sources suggest the PlayStation 5 is set to get a unique overhaul in the middle of financial year 2023, with the new console launching around September 23, so it says sources. And we'll just have to wait and see if this actually comes to fruition. But normally when you see some rumor like this, there's been multiple articles talking about this this rumor. So there's a pretty good chance I think it's going to happen. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. So, no mid-gen upgrades this time around so far, 2 years in. Probably because companies don't want to do it because of the chip problem in the world, and I don't know if that's still an issue right now, but yeah, it's bound to become an issue again at some point. PlayStation 5's big 7.0 update will include full Discord support and ability to stream PlayStation 5 games, and I kind of just assumed this was already a thing. Maybe through Twitch, but I think they're referring to Discord. Will bring two major features to Sony's console in the form of full Discord integration and the ability to stream PlayStation 5 games via the cloud, according to a new report. And if you guys don't know, at least the chat part of Discord is already fully integrated in the Xbox. You can literally go to channels on the Xbox now. So I remember seeing that PlayStation 5 was going to get Discord support a while back when they were talking about it with Xbox too, so I was like, yeah, this is bound to happen. I was just surprised it took this long to get it implemented. I don't know. Any of you guys stream on Discord? I tend to stream on Twitch when I get the chance, but I was just playing I just played 170 minutes of Lego Star Wars the other day. I kind of haven't been streaming in a while. Nvidia, Google reportedly voiced concerns over Xbox Activision acquisition. This is the newest story in the ever-evolving updates of the lawsuit to buy Activision Blizzard by Microsoft. So it's just like I kind of leave this to the wayside and update you guys when I can. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it as much anymore because it's kind of like still going on, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, just another day. But Nvidia at least doesn't seem expressively against the deal going through. It's kind of funny because Sony said that they're not worried about the deal, but yet they brought up the lawsuit anyway. So, and they're lobbying the FTC for it. So it's just what it is. But it's just kind of strange that they would do that of their own good free will. But no, obviously not. But, Sony made a point that they should focus on, Microsoft should focus on the studios they have because of layoffs currently going on. And yeah, I have to agree with that. So, now's not the time to be buying a studio, but it can very well pull out of a lawsuit that you just started. So, I don't know. It's crazy. Tell me what you guys think. Several Forza Horizon developers leave Playground Games and Xbox to form a new studio, and I think they're tired of making fantasy open world RPGs, guys. I'm joking, but I don't know. Good new studios in the mix. Hopefully it works out for them. New studios in the mix are always a good thing, especially with everything getting eaten up by bigger companies right now. Several developers from the Xbox Forza Horizon developer Playground Games have left the company to form a new studio, Maverick Games. Mike Brown will lead the new studio and is joined by 5 other former Playground employees. The developer team is at work on a premium open-world game for consoles and PC, and has already secured significant seed funding. Oh, I guess they are doing open world, so forget my little thing about that. Lead producer Tom Butcher, technical director Matt Craven, technical art director Gareth Harewood, audio director Fraser Stachan, and art director Ben Penrose. You know, this seems to be all these guys are all like top brass kind of people. So I wonder, with all the layoffs that have been going on over there, they decided, hey, you guys can just lay us off because we're gonna go start our own company. So you know that, or the roster of people at that studio, so they didn't have to lay anybody off at the bottom who may be more disadvantaged. Wise, they're probably already planning to do that anyway. But it would be cool. It'd be cool if that's what they did. I don't know. That's just me coming up with things in the back of my head, but it just seems kind of odd that they were all high, kind of on the ladder. Normally they keep those kind of people. For players already at work on exciting, ultra high quality titles, and for developers, we're building a home where everyone is encouraged to take risks, be curious, be creative, be innovative, but be themselves, and above all else, be maverick. Oh, that's a weird moniker, developer said. Now, tell me what you guys think. A new studio possibly entering the mix. Good thing in today's corporatized world where everything's getting eaten up by big corporations, but Greninja is now coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 7-star raids. I'm sure you guys have already know about this, as I just figured I should add it for context, because I'm all over the place when it comes to gaming news. I don't really focus on one thing, even though I do have some implicit biases when it comes to Halo, although I'll get talking to that about here in a second, because I'm a big Halo fan. But other than that, Greninja is coming to to Scarlet and Violet, so I think this is the 27th of January. And then it runs to January 29th. And I think they're doing a redo after that, like they do with every other one. I don't think it mentions it here. All you need to have is 3 other friends or a fluke on online raid that doesn't feature 3 concerning idiots who roll in with their Magikarp and Scatterbug buddies. To be fair, I'm not really all that, like, I had to feel it up a bit before I went in there and tried to find out what Pokemon worked, so when I just kind of copied one of the builds some other people were using after I lost a couple times. So whether you want to look at me as an idiot, well, but I don't know, because they were saying this one's probably going to be harder than the other one, because it might actually end up having Battle Bond, which they changed in this game, which I don't even know if that's going to be considered breedable. They might actually get rid of the what do you call it? It was part of the unknown egg group before, because Battle Bond was Greninja couldn't be bred. So I wonder if it'll be breedable in this game, because Battle Bond doesn't do the same thing as it used to. It basically just gives you stat increases above almost all major stats in the thing when you defeat a Pokemon. So it's a broken ability still, but you know, raises them all by 1 stage pretty much. And but I don't know if it'll still be part of that unknown egg group, which means you couldn't breed it. So it'll be interesting, because you can breed Cinderace and Charizard from the raid groups. So I imagine they're going to keep that trend, although who knows. Moving story to story, Sony might finally be ready to focus on PlayStation 5 games and ditch play PS4. I'm constantly uploading or doing shorts for PS5 stock in my area, guys. So if you guys live in Ohio, I can't really go anywhere outside of my sphere of influence in my area, so I kind of wish I could. I don't own a car, but you know. Yeah, so if you guys live in the area or have enough money or whatever for gas to come out here and go to the local Walmart in the area, you guys can. But other than that, I constantly post stock updates for those that don't. This ain't playing, is it? Okay. For those that don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so you guys can have an idea of where to get one. So yeah, the decade-old PlayStation 4 released all the way back in 2013 has continued to receive big news exclusives from Sony, even if those old-gen ports feel outdated or inferior, but now it finally seems like Sony's ready to move on and leave the aging PlayStation 4 behind. Well, almost ready. It's kind of dependent on studios if they want to make games still for the PlayStation 4. So it's kind of a studio-by-studio thing. Well, for more of the third-party stuff. But when it comes to their own studios, I doubt that. Final Fantasy 16 wouldn't be a PlayStation 5 exclusive if that weren't the case. It's somewhat hard to believe, but the PlayStation 5 was released over 2 years ago, on November 12th, 2020, yet the last few massive Sony exclusives, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, English, released on the PlayStation 5 as well as the elderly PS4. Is that what we're calling it now? And what was nice, that more folks got a chance to play with these big games. Also felt odd to see Sony still supporting this weird era of cross-gen games in 2023. Yeah, that is kind of odd. I think they would have freaking ditched it earlier if there wasn't such a chip manufacturing issue across the board. This is the same company whose boss Jim Ryan infamously said in 2020 that Sony had always believed in generations in response to Microsoft promising long-term support for cross-gen games, meaning you can only be in one era at a time. Fast forward to early 2023. And while Microsoft in 2022 failed to really ship anything for any generation of Xbox, Sony did publish a few big titles, but most launched on PS4 and PS5, seemingly going against Sony's beliefs in separate, distinct generations. Yeah, and I think this is when they were kind of in a mix of what to do about Game Pass when they were trying to come up with a strategy to combat it. I think they're still kind of doing that, otherwise this lawsuit currently wouldn't be going on. But what they say and what they do tend to contradict each other, but here are all the games and DLC expansions shown in the video. And this is a video if you guys want to watch it. I'll leave the article in the description, as I do with every other article I ever cover in this video. I guess these are all, like, you've seen a lot more PlayStation 5 exclusives in here. Pacific Drive, Firewall, Ultra, Alone in the Dark. Anything third party in here is obviously going to be for other consoles, but on to the layoff situation. Microsoft lays off 10,000 people, cuts reportedly included in Xbox and Bethesda. And, so, yeah. I heard ESO staff got cut, so the Elder Scrolls Online, the, Bethesda Game Studio staff, so people working on Starfield, 343 Industries. I'm sure there's other departments that got cut, but that I can't remember or don't list here. But those are the ones that roll off the top of my head. And they hired more people in 2019, now scaling back. So, and I'll get in. There was a new article on Halo that some of the YouTubers the other day didn't cover yet, or they probably covered it today. But I just do all my news at one time, so once a week, so I kind of try to get everything in one video whenever it's out. But yeah, 343 Industries getting hammered from what they said. Story. Yeah. Okay, take that off there. Microsoft slashes 10,000 jobs, including Xbox and Halo Studios. A lot of these are just the same article. It's just there's additional things I want to add. And they, what's his name? I keep forgetting I have stuff on here. 343 will no longer make Halo games, but will oversee outside development. And Joseph Staten supposedly left too. There was an article here of that. He's back working at a publisher. He's still working under Microsoft's umbrella, obviously, but he's back into publishing games now. So he's not working at 343 anymore. and this kind of interests me because they were already bringing in third-party studios to work on the game at the time to kind of help out the current studio. But it seems like 343 Industries is going to work as more of a kind of like an overseer of Halo projects, both current and future, assuming that they're starting to do that now. A new report has claimed that the longtime Halo developer 343 Industries being taken off active development of the franchise, and the new games in the series will be created by third-party studios. And this worries me here, because they were already bringing in contractors into the workplace. I don't know if that's the same thing here, but I always went in with ever since Halo Infinite kind of launched, I've been jaded when it came to it, so this isn't anything new, but it seems like things get progressively worse as the years go by with this game. They were, as I said, they were bringing in contractors for the engine and stuff like that, basically temporary hired help, and then they'd leave after a while, and then the developers wouldn't have any way to know how the freaking engine worked, so it was hard to work with these people. So it just seems like more of that with the third-party studios. I don't know, tell me what you guys think on that part, but yeah, sounds like a mess. Industries will take on a parental role for Halo, overseeing new games and content while working on maintaining the game's engine. Yeah, it's basically, this whole article is the same. Joseph Staten is reportedly exiting the studio and will rejoin Xbox Publishing. What I just said. And, yeah. Tell me what you guys think. Stadia officially shuts down Wednesday. Some games are not playable. Google Stadia's doomed cloud service. Stadia will bite the bullet this week, so players should take care of their save transfers as soon as possible. Stadia, Google's less than a successful attempt to enter the cloud gaming market, will shut down on Wednesday, January 18th, though through some gamers are already not playable on the Some games are already not playable on the service, including Destiny 2. Many games will still allow you to transfer your data from the cloud service onto another platform. My problem with online cloud services, obviously, you don't own any of the games on the service. So let's say you purchase Destiny 2 on Xbox. If Xbox ever shuts down and doesn't, although I doubt it, it's a big company, but if Xbox ever becomes not a thing in the future, you basically just lost all your purchases. That's why I like having at least some physical copies on hand. Not that they would do anything, because they're basically keys anymore. Destiny publisher Bungie warns that players who fail to set up cross-save before Wednesday will lose almost everything, so definitely get on that before you lose all these sweet Eververse purchases, as mentioned elsewhere. Google has already begun the process of refunding all game purchases, add-on content, and subscription fees. At least they're giving all these people their money back for every freaking game they purchased on their service, so at least gives me a little bit of hope for all that stuff in the future that I just mentioned. But not include Stadia Pro subscription fees, so those are ours. I don't know. I just figured I should mention that because it was kind of interesting. I mean, that's fine though, because those are just for the subscription. With Fallout 5 coming, Obsidian CEO still interested in making a new Fallout. Yeah, Fallout 5 isn't coming for a while. I mean, they haven't even released Elder Scrolls 6, and they had said that would be the next game that they release after that. So, even if it is in early development right now, it's not anywhere near coming out. What I do think that they should do is, if Obsidian is still okay with making another Fallout game, seems like they are. They're already laying off people anyways right now, might as well just... I mean, I don't know if they have the headcount to be able to do that, but, you know, whatever. I could see them releasing whatever games they have coming out here soon or close to development. Is probably start working on one of these, a new Fallout game by Obsidian, you know. If they're still, they're so eager to make it, why not? Not like they got anything else in the pipeline after if they have anything coming out this year anyway. But that's just me thinking out loud. I mean, I've been seeing this article left and right here with the CEO and probably some people under him so eager to make a Fallout game. And I don't see why not, you know. This year is gonna be a slow year anyways for any game development, so you might as well just get started while you can. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. I mean, I doubt they're gonna. This all depends on what they decide to do as a studio or what Microsoft or Xbox says. So, but any games that any of these studios have in the pipeline already, they're not anywhere near complete. I don't expect them to come out this year anyway because of the possible recession we're entering anyway. So everything's going to be slow this year. So just as people say that Microsoft's going to have all these games coming out this year, although minus any delays or any added delays, I feel like, you know, whatever's close to coming out will come out, and whatever's not close to coming out won't come out, and they'll probably delay it again, but that's just me. Any news I don't get here, I'll post on my Twitter. Follow me on Discord, Twitter, Twitch when I stream, and as I said, I have my link tree now through my Facebook, which I have my Facebook link on my Twitter profile, because, you know, I mentioned it in previous videos, so if you guys want access to my link tree, it's through my Facebook, so have at it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description below. Drop me a like and subscribe. If you like my videos, please ring the bell. I'd greatly appreciate it. Any news I don't get here, I'll post on my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.